young lady? Because we're live right now. All right. There's a distraction with the camera. I apologize. There's a beautiful woman back there just making faces at us. It's very awkward. It's very.
And Anissa's here too.
Oh, screw you guys.
Sorry, we had to do that.
All right, everybody. How is it going? Frank here for the Bake Show, gentlemen. This is the second, third podcast from my brother Miguel. You guys stay. We have a special guest on all the way from Arizona, our brother Ben, over with Luxury Cigar Club. How you doing today, brother?
I'm doing real good, guys. Thanks for having me. It's been a minute. Come to think of it, it's been several months. I haven't been on. I miss you guys.
Missed you too. You know what? I think it's because we were in Vegas. I think every time we see each other, we just got to meet in Vegas. So we got to make like a monthly or every other month plan just to meet there.
Yeah,
I think it'd be for the best.
We should go to all the events. There was an event this week. Actually, there was an event this week. We should have gone.
Yeah, there's the Big Smoke is happening this weekend over in Vegas. I've seen a lot of invites for the after parties and whatnot. It's definitely something we want to try to make eventually. But for us right now, we have to really focus on the what do you call them? The industry ones. Yeah. So, PCA, TPE, those are the ones we have to focus on. Because next week we actually have our event here in town, Stogie Fest. And we're just gearing up for that. And then, of course, we got the fights this Saturday. So looking forward to those as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're going to Big Smoke, yeah?
I am not going. Everybody I wanted to meet decided not to go this time. So
okay.
We don't have a booth or anything there. So it's usually just to go and hang out with you guys, with other friends that, we take those opportunities to come and see.
Yeah.
But there are plenty of events coming up the next couple months.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure we'll.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, TPE is in January, so, that's only a couple months away. Definitely looking forward to that. Then, of course, middle of the year, we've got PCA again. But yeah, there's tons of stuff coming up. Tons of stuff to be able to do.
February is Fruit Cigar, but I don't think too many people are going to fly out, but hopefully we'll be there. So if that helps you make your decision, then come join us.
Yeah, if you guys are going to be there, I think that'd make it a little easier on us. Yeah, I think we know where to go after that.
So before we get too much more into it,
of course.
Today, you guys, we are smoking a couple of cigars that we got from Luxury here at Cigars and More Bakersfield on Rosedale Highway. We are part of the Luxury Cigar Club Preferred Partner Retail Program. So every once in a while, we're able to come up with some really great cigars from you guys. One of the first ones that we ever got is actually one of my favorites. It is the Viva La Vida Luxury Cigar Club exclusive Lancero. This one was a hit from the second I smoked this one, and it's been a hit in this shop ever since. Something that a lot of people have been requesting recently in the last month or so is that they want more Lanceros. Obviously we had this to offer them, what they absolutely love. We had the Casa Cuevas that we also got from you guys right here.
The Paco, phenomenal.
That we got to offer them as well. But they want more. I find it amazing how many more people want Lanceros to smoke. They're understanding the artistry that goes behind making these and how the flavors work when you get a Lancero as opposed, to something obviously a lot bigger. So it's really good to see people appreciating these for what they are.
Yeah, we've always been a huge Lancero fans, even before. So I think this year's a little different, but up till last year, if my statistics are correct, and nobody check me because they're probably wrong, Lanceros were about 2 to 3% of retail sales. You guys should know it at the store there, and really, really under appreciated in our opinion. There have always been our favorite when we had the chance to do it with the Artesano del Tabaco brothers. We jumped on it because this cigar is just phenomenal in a Lancero. And the thing about Lanceros is, just like you said, we've said it, if anybody's seen me talk about Lanceros, they've heard me say this. They're a magnifying glass of the cigar. The cigar sucks, the Lancero is going to be horrible. If the cigar is good, the Lancero is going to be phenomenal. There's nobody can smoke a Lancero and say, it was okay. You're never indifferent. It's either really bad or phenomenal. And we choose the ones that are good, obviously, in our opinion at least. And I haven't heard too many complaints, especially the Viva, which is, an amazing line. by itself, and the Lancero being the crown jewel of that line, and probably one of the best Lanceros I've ever smoked.
I definitely agree with that.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
Got a buddy that comes in, Peter, and we went last weekend. We went to San Diego, and I was just picking up every Lancero I could find from all the different shops that we went to, and we sat here Saturday and we were talking about them. We were smoking them. He's another big fan of Lanceros.
That's true.
And right up there with Atabey, and this guy. We kept going back to these were our top 2 Lanceros, and I mean, both obviously they're a lot different. The Atabey is completely different from this guy, but when you go to quality, when you go to consistency, when you go to flavor profile, they're fantastic cigars. Hopefully we'll be bringing in some more Lanceros pretty soon because I'm a big fan. I know Mitch is a big fan. I know you're a big fan, Brian.
Oh yeah.
Tons of people here are big fans of them. So we want to make sure we're able to accommodate what the customers want and get these in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say because we had a couple comments. I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't read anybody's comment yet. I just put them on the screen. But from Doug, Barry, Kat, Diana, Leo, Eduardo, Steven, everybody on there. Thank you so much for joining us. Do us a favor. If you haven't already, go check out Luxury Cigar Club as well.
I'm going to step aside real quick and
do your sharing. Get out of here. I'm tired of talking to you anyway. I want to talk to Ben. God,
bye,
he's always taking up the conversation. I apologize. But I'm going to take up a little bit too now because I'm smoking the Desvalido and the luxury exclusive size right here. And, man, this was our number 1 cigar for last year. And this size is now my favorite size for this. I don't know what it is about this. It just seems to highlight everything I loved about the cigar to begin with. And, I mean, I love Ian. He's a great guy. Dapper's awesome. And this was just another step above.
Ian's a great guy, and he has a lot of great sticks. And when the Desvalido came out, I think unanimously, when we smoked it, we were like, this is the best thing that came out of Dapper. To date, hopefully Ian has a lot of stuff, that he's going to surprise us with in the future. But when we had the chance, we talked to him about doing a line extension, or basically allowing us to put our band on a new size. He sent us a bunch of samples of different sizes that he did not have in production for us to claim. And by far, I think the Bellicoso it just stood out. We smoked other sizes, and the Bellicoso just had something to it, which, especially a short Bellicoso, I'm always more attracted to them because first thing, they look amazing.
Yep.
And torpedo end allows in some blends just allows the flavors to hit better. And in this case, this was absolutely the instance, as you can tell. So yeah, hopefully it's not just us looking at our baby and saying our baby is the cutest, but I think it most likely is the best Vitola in this line.
Hey, there's a lot of ugly babies out there. All right, this is not one of them. Okay, I will guarantee you that this is wonderful. Whenever you guys tell me that something's going to be good or that you all enjoyed it, I already know in my head that I'm going to enjoy it as well. Another reason I love the club, because when you guys put it into the packaging, I know it's going to be a hit. It's going to be a good cigar. So I love Luxury.
Yeah,
that's what we try to do. We don't put our band on anything. We get approached a lot by a lot of different companies, and not saying that they're not good, but once we do choose to go ahead on a project, it's important for us that we put our secondary band and our name on stuff that is really good, because we want you and we want the customers, when they see this, we want you guys to know this is going to be good, no matter what it is. We're not just shooting out, whatever brands or whatever stocks we can get and just, make a nice band or whatever and throw it out there. These are good cigars that you can get, and hopefully you'll be able to get for years to come. Was it more
absolutely.
Beautiful girls over there? I can't see.
How's it going, sir? How you doing?
I guess not.
So back real quick to how you guys make your decision. Is it you guys are voting on it? You guys pick them out, or are you coming up with one, or Chris is coming up with one, and like, you guys, this is what we got to do with band on? I mean, how does that process go?
Nothing like that, really. It's usually, if when we smoke this cigar, we're both wowed and we have a good relationship with Ian. And but it never came about. And then one day we just talked to him about it, and the parts just work. We don't sit and vote and make a decision like that because it's not up to us. It's Dapper Cigar. They're a big deal. It, for them, their brand is a big deal. I'm sure some companies wouldn't want us to do it. There are some companies that don't want us to do it. If we go to the big guys, not yet. They will though, hopefully.
Oh, for sure, 100%. And this is just proof that it works and that the collaboration is there, and it's a wonderful one because I can see this. Like you said, this stands above the other Vitolas. I still like them. Don't get me wrong. Everyone's great, but this one's just that little bit better.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
I always thought by decision making though, you just kind of told Chris what to do, and then he just does it for you. Like gets it done. You're all the big decision making, all the good decisions at least.
Yeah, I wish that would be great. Chris, do that. No, but we'll find something that we really want, and we'll put a goal to it. And like there's some projects that are coming up that are really a big deal, or were a very big deal for us to put into motion, and they're coming to fruition now, and it's really exciting. But it's all teamwork. There's nothing I can't say anything that's me, and this is Chris's deal, and this is my deal, and whatever. And but especially with the cigars, if the cigars don't drop us, you know don't wow us immediately, both of us, there's no conversation. It's not like, oh, I really like this, I didn't, should we put a band? Probably not. It's but it's great. It gives us an opportunity to do a lot of projects and to smoke a lot of cigars and to be blenders, small time blenders that we get to tweak our our cigars to our palates, and it turns out it works. So we're happy.
Makes
Fantastic,
sense.
fantastic. So, for people that may be new to the show here today, or new to subscription of the month clubs when it comes to cigars, maybe they've done something like the Gentleman Box or Spreeza or Scentbird or something else. What can you tell them about Luxury Cigar Club that really sets you guys apart? I mean, obviously, we can talk about it all day long, but you, as someone who puts it together, what can you tell people about what goes inside the boxes? What levels you guys have when it comes to the different boxes and subscriptions you guys do, and what are some of the perks to choosing your guys' Luxury Cigar Club box?
So okay, so I'll try to just go through it quickly. Hopefully, most everyone knows about us. So we're uh, Cigar of the Month Club type club. We're more a club than we are a Cigar of the Month club. It's not just we grab 5 cigars and send you out every month, but the social aspect of our company, if you want to call it that, is a very important aspect. So we have a huge community of real people. We meet in real life. We have perfs. People fly out from all over the country to meet and to hang out. Besides, herping online together through video, pretty much 24/7. You can always find someone to talk to you know, uh, from cigars to sports to anything in between. No politics. Even sports are a little uh, no COVID stuff, but just good fun. Just a retreat from the daily stuff. And some people just hang out all day. It's a great thing. So as for our membership levels, we have quite a few. Most of them are sold out, so I'll just talk about the ones that are open. I'll start from the bottom, which is our cheapest subscription. It's called Core. It's 18.99 a month, and you get a few cigars, at least three. We shipped out 6 one time, four. It varies depending on what we get our hands uh, on putting that month, and if we can. So what we did with the 6 cigars was actually 2 cigars of each cigar that we put in. That way you can smoke one, age one. So we're playing with that. We're trying to have it an interesting experience. besides the value that we provide, because for $18.99 you'll get approximately 30, 32, $35 MSRP. Obviously, in California, that means $90, right?
Yeah, that's that's
Yeah.
something I really tell people, especially here in California when they're looking at subscription boxes. Obviously, we tell them about yours. We give them the code BKGen, so they get a little bit of a break on the shipping for their first box. Uh, Well, yeah, when people look at those and they're seeing the MSRP of what they're getting, I remind them that here in California, it's going to be double that minimum
Wide
because of our
open.
taxes. So
Yeah.
I think that's one of the best things about what you guys do is you guys are able to send out top quality cigars. I mean, there's been Atabey in there. There's obviously been Opus in there, stuff like that. And easily the cost of the platinum box was the price of a single Atabey here in California. So
Yeah.
everything you get on top of that is just bonus, which
Incredible.
is fantastic. So that's one of the big keys, especially for places like here, places like New York, places with high tobacco tax or luxury tax, whatever you want to call it. That's amazing when it comes to that kind of thing for us.
Oh
So
yeah.
that's great, and it really is one of the our main not main concerns, but part of what we try to provide is the value. It has to have a great monetary value. But the difference is anybody anywhere in the country can sling cigars, can put cigars in a box and send it to you. If you want to buy cheap cigars, we all know where we can go and just buy some cheap sticks and they deliver to California, no problem. What we're doing is a little different because what we are trying to provide is the experience. Because again, everybody, anybody, any store can sell cigars. And what we do, other than the community, which is of course another aspect of the experience, is also trying to provide a great customer service, which means anything. If you really hated all the cigars, which never happened, or if you had any issue with the cigar, oh, my cigar cracked, whatever. Here, I have a beautiful cigar, but it cracked a little bit. I don't care. You let us know immediately. I will send you a new cigar because for me, I'm not selling you cigars. I'm selling the experience. I'm selling you enjoyment. I'm selling you a everything positive, everything that's positive with is in the smoking experience. So if you have anything that's less than perfect, we go directly to resolve it. Because again, that's what we are here to provide. And other than that, we never send out. Even so, I'll go back. I'm sorry, I digress a little bit. So the 18.99, the core box, it's never gonna be just run of the mill cigars. There's gonna be cigars that you recognize, maybe. There'll always be cigars that are new to market, that are somewhat limited, that are a little bit hypey, stuff that you really want to smoke and maybe can't find, or cigars that are really really good that you look over because you've seen them in the humidor or you know and you just never had the opportunity to smoke. So that's open, uh, and that's been very popular. The next levels that we have, gold is sold out. Platinum is usually sold out. Palladium is about sold out, but it's still open. Basically, platinum, palladium have 5 cigars. It costs about $51 a month plus shipping, and usually you'll get between $70 and $80 in retail. But what you do get there is limited editions. More like you said, we put the Opus, we put Byron's, Atabays, Padrones, Davidoff. We put good stuff in there
Yeah.
that it is not easily available. We put our limited cigars in there, which we don't usually put in core, and all kinds of perks once in a while. We don't do them very often because at first, I don't know if you remember, we would send a cutter once in a while and a lighter and all kinds of stuff like that, but it takes from the cigars that we
Well, the
put in.
very first box you guys sent out had the Bovita Butler in it. I remember.
It had the
All of
butler, correct?
Yeah, that was the very
It,
first box. I remember seeing your guys' post on Instagram, January, so a month before you guys went live. with the whole thing. So I remember it started in February, and I had messaged you guys through Instagram, and within 5 minutes, I was on the phone with Chris, and we talked for like an hour about what you guys were doing, where you guys were at, how you guys came to love cigars and whatnot. And
Feels like a lifetime ago.
Yeah, ever since that first conversation, man, I was hooked with Luxury. To be quite honest with you, just talking to him and then meeting you, and the other guys responsible for everything. And now, I'm in contact with Nolan a lot because he lets me know when you guys have the stuff that we need to bring in the shop. So yeah, just every one of you has your part to play, and it's what's kept me hooked on Luxury. To be honest with you guys.
100%.
Yeah, we're just having fun, man, and that's what's important, I think. Because once we stop having fun, it's gonna it's gonna translate to the boxes and to the whole experience. But we just love what we're doing, and hoping it will last forever. So, but still, we're looking for stuff, that really cool stuff to put in that you can't go and buy. So not just a lighter. We all have a million lighters, not just a cutter, because we all have the cutters that we like. So stuff that is unique. We're working on a few things that'll be really fun to get. But mostly we're concentrating on our cigar projects, on stuff that's again exciting. This you probably heard, but if not, you know what it is.
Ooh, looks nice.
This just went on sale, right, on the site not too long ago. Got two different colors.
No, oh, the hats. Yeah, the hats came out. So this is Johnny Tobacco. If you guys know what it is, if you don't know, I'll just briefly say it's a Mythical Cigar from Room 101. And Matt Booth released this about, I think it was 6 years ago?
Something like that, yeah.
7? I don't know. And they've been sold out, and they're great cigars, and they were gone. And we met with Matt, and we decided to revive the line, and it's coming out soon. It's going to be exclusively through us.
Nice.
And that's gonna be a lot of fun. Such a great cigar. We got some of them.
Will that be available to the Luxury Cigar Club retailers as well?
Yep, absolutely.
Nice.
Okay, so what
we're doing, getting here in Bakersfield.
We're gonna need that ASAP.
You will be getting them, absolutely. So what we're trying to do with the preferred retail program, the PRP, is actually bring the cigars locally available to members and non-members, of course. But we're trying to bring, you guys are on this side, we're trying to bring customers to you, like our members, to your shop, to shop with you, to be able to sit down with you and to enjoy the experience again, because that's all it is. Maybe get a little discount, that's up to you. But it's just a sense of community, and doing these projects that bring us all together is the beauty of it for us.
I love that. Yeah, I think that's an awesome way to help out local retailers too, to tap into such an awesome community of people, because they're already, they're smoking cigars together. Get them together locally. That's a wonderful idea.
Absolutely, that's where we started, and that was that was an important part for us when we were starting the club and our company, was how can we create this community for us to thrive, just grow it and make it more powerful and more important in our lives.
Now, as great
Jeremy,
as your
thank you for being a member.
Right there.
You guys also have an online store where people can come and get a lot of the stuff that you guys have available, and every so often, as a member, you'll get an email with the discount code.
Friggin' awesome deals.
Already, you guys having a fantastic prices. You guys being where you're at compared to where we're at. You guys get that extra little bonus to your members, which is fantastic. How has the store been? Are you guys able to put some of the stuff that's in the boxes, maybe the limited stuff in there still, or is that stuff all gone as soon as it goes into the boxes?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
That's a great question. Some things. So the reason some of our tiers are closed is because once we reached I'll call it a critical mass, but it's not exactly what I'm referring to. But once we reach a certain size, it's very hard for us to get the volume of cigars that we need, because everybody gets the exact same box with the same cigars, and a lot of people smoke them together. Okay, today we'll smoke this, tomorrow this, blah blah blah, and they share the experience together. So everybody gets the same thing. But think about it: if I need to get whatever 10,000 opuses, it's a little tough.
Let me get a call real quick. I'll get you the 10,000 opuses. They're out there somewhere.
Okay.
Someone's got
All right, I'm waiting. Let me know. So we had to limit it to chewable. You know, we didn't want to bite more than we could chew. So we have to keep the experience. We have to keep the quality of the box at a certain level that we're happy with. So instead of working much harder and having to compromise on what we put in according to availability, we decided to limit the size of the tier and open a comparable tier and build, you know, and do the same thing for a different tier. So people, and they can move between tiers. Once platinum opens, some palladium members want to go there. Some people want to go to palladium, and it works pretty well. Then above that, we have the diamond, which is totally sold out with a waiting list. That's
So there's a waiting list for that guy in there. Yeah.
We're not taking any more people on the waiting list because it's just not fair to tell someone, oh yeah, come on, hang on the waiting list, because nobody's leaving. So, and it's so limited that when somebody leaves, we can put someone in. No other way for us to do it at this point. So we're just stopped, and if people do drop out, we'll put people according to the order that they signed up for. But that's more expensive. That's $150 a month, and you know, we put crazy stuff in there. What we put just value wise. One month we put a Daniel Marshall Golden Torpedo. So that's like a $300 cigar, and you know, we just put that really aged stuff, really hard to find stuff, and and of course the more expensive things.
Very nice.
But
Very nice.
as far as the discount that you discussed, yeah, our members do get a discount on the website, which is 20% on everything. So it's not like excludes Opus, excludes Davidoff, you know, doesn't exclude anything. Everything we have to sell, our members get 20% off. That's just it. So even if you spend $100 a month, basically you paid for your core membership for free. You
Makes
got
sense.
it for free.
Yes.
Yeah, I
And
will say.
you know,
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
no, it's okay. I was just gonna say, but then members also get. Sorry about that noise. I'm assuming it's really loud on your end. No, you don't hear it. Okay, it's just here. Sorry, somebody's scraping something outside. But members also get access to the Discord channel, a server that we're in, and to specific member emails where we put, when we have really rare stuff, really small quantities of things, we drop them there first. Most of them don't reach the website, and so we try to offer them to our members first through all kinds of me, you know, if it's email or if it's, we have you guys, you should be there. I don't know if you are though on the Discord.
Yeah, I was actually on there. I think last week I was on there, just hanging out, talking to people.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So one of the channels is where we do some drops when we get like really unique stuff, and if it doesn't sell there, which it always does, then it moves to the emails and sits in the store.
Very nice.
Yeah, yeah. And you know, a lot of times people will come up to me and they'll know that we talk about Luxury Cigar Club a lot, and they'll say, "Hey, you know, I found this other one. You know, it's more inexpensive," and so I'll take a look at it. And you know, honestly, it's a lot of stuff that you can find at a lot of places. You know, it's the Monte Cristos, it's the Romeos, you know, it's the general cigar stuff. And I mean, if that's your palate, and that's what you want, that's
fine.
awesome.
Totally cool. Yeah.
But one of the great things that I really like about what you guys do is it's the first time I'm trying that cigar. Like when you guys sent out the Lampert a while back. I remember the first time I got a Pure 28 was through you guys. And I had just been talking about it. I was like, man, I'd like to try that cigar. I just don't know where to get it.
You go to Protocol too.
And then the next thing you know, we're getting the box. And there it is. And it's like, that's fantastic. So I think that's another thing that you guys do really, really well is you guys get some of these smaller companies and you get them in the hands of people that may have never even heard of them before, and kind of open them up to new things, as opposed to your cigars that you might find just anywhere in anybody's humidor that's at least well stocked. So that's another big plus I have to put for you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you. And it's kind of on purpose. I mean, we don't carry Monte Cristo. We don't carry, big lines of Cohiba or whatever, you know, brands that are eh, extremely popular and been around for years. And they have their audience. There are a lot of people that they'll smoke their nub. They smoke the same cigar for 30 years.
Yeah,
It's not us. What we are trying to bring is the excitement. We never, for example, we never uh, give any spoilers about what's in the box. And even in the Discord channel, if somebody puts out a spoiler, he better, like the Homer Simpson thing where he better run away, because you're gonna have some unhappy people, because that's part of the fun. You want the surprise, you want the excitement. When you open it, you're like, okay, what the hell is this Lampert? I never heard of it. You look it up, and that's my job. That's our job. We're looking for these brands that are maybe less well known, smaller boutiques, small factories, that it's a little, there's so much noise in the market right now. There's so many brands coming out that a lot of these really good cigars that don't have a voice just can't get through it. So we get a lot of samples shipped into us every day, and people reach out and they're like, try these, try those. And we do. And the ones that shine, we'll put them out there for everybody to try.
well,
Make it feel
if it's
good.
ever too much, if you guys ever get overwhelmed with too many samples, I mean, you have my address, you have my phone number. Please feel free,
We
send them this
do.
way. I'll try them for you, no worries, free of
The
charge.
funny thing is, I actually get cigars from you guys. You should be getting them from me. When you guys send me through the Patreon,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which, if you guys
Actually,
don't know about the Patreon, let's do a quick
oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
quick
So if you
plug.
guys want to join our Patreon, it is $15 a month. It's called the Gentleman's Agreement, and what we do basically is you guys get our cigar of the month. It's a cigar that we'll pick, and we send out every 2 months. Just helps us out with shipping.
Yeah.
And also, you guys get entered into a private raffle just for you guys at the end of every month when we do our giveaway show. And anytime we do a Patreon and Facebook supporter double wheel, you guys actually get 3 entries instead of just one. So more chances to win. The prizes are usually a little bit higher on that, because you guys are helping out the show a lot. Um, and of course, anytime we get some little tidbits that are extra or special, we'll put them on Patreon for you guys. I know Miguel has some stuff coming up he's going to put on there as well. So it helps the show
Oh yeah.
a lot.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
send it, and stickers. I love stickers. I know everybody
Dude, we
loves
got a lot more of
stickers.
that stuff coming.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a little weird with it next year, guys. I'm not gonna lie. You're gonna get some content that you're not gonna be allowed to see on Facebook or YouTube. Not because it's inappropriate, but because I'd be embarrassed if everyone in the world saw it. So I hope you will enjoy
Don't
that
be,
as well.
don't be
Yeah,
screaming out, man.
I'm excited for this. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, be
But actually,
creative. You guys are super creative, anyways, with your movies and everything. That's exactly where you have to shine.
Thank
we
you.
do our best. We appreciate that. But that actually, when we're talking about the samples, though, that brings me to a question I had for you. We might have gone over this before, but this way everyone knows that's watching right now the amount of work you guys put into it. Because, I mean, it sounds really fun when you just say it like online. Oh, I smoked this many cigars to try new ones. That's a lot of research and a lot of time dedicated to trying new cigars. How many on a I guess let's say like a weekly basis, do you think you have to try to kind of to narrow down the herd?
Eh, well, we like smoking cigars, so that's a plus. But how many a week? We'll smoke. We'll get a manufacturer usually will send about, in average, between 2 and 10 cigars, depending on their line. And we'll pick the nicest looking one, because of course, if we haven't tried it, or if we've heard something about something, we'll go straight to that, because it's easier and it's more attractive to us. And if that tastes good, then Chris will say, "Oh, Ben, this is great." smoke this, or if I'm not there, he'll give it to Sam or Tony to try, and if they like it too. But how many to create a sample of five? I would say probably 30 cigars, 20, 30 cigars. So it's not crazy. And of course, a lot of the cigars that we put in, it's already brands that we know. It's not, we don't always just put in, here you go, here's a random, all the cigars are unknown. You know what you get in the box.
Yeah.
It can be, again, anywhere from Opus, which I don't even test. They just send them and we put them in the box.
That's fair. That
And,
is fair. Although if you
and
had to test like 3 or 4 of them just to make sure it's an Opus, I would understand that too. Just in case.
I do, but just the old ones, just making sure they don't go bad.
Oh my gosh. But just to give everyone kind of an idea of what that is, they said like 30 to get 5 out there. An average smoker like in the US is like 2 a month.
Yeah.
For a lot of viewers, a lot of club members, what I see on average is about 1 a day. On the higher end, it's 1 to 2 a day. So you guys are really putting in the work there, not just for the love, but for the love of the community, making sure they get something awesome every time, every month they have something good to look forward to. And I really
We
appreciate the effort going in there
we
too.
put our lives and limbs to risk for you guys. No, but it's okay. I mean, in our community, people smoke. I would so yeah, 2 cigars a week. You said a month.
That's like the national average, yeah.
So it means you have a few smokers that will smoke twice a year at a wedding or a birth or something like that, and then you have the actual smokers that might smoke once a week. That will start maybe there, and then once you get a little more into it, and you have, of course, you need to have the privilege of having time, having money, having a place. It's not like anybody can do it. People do work and have families, and uh, not everybody has the privilege to just sit and enjoy it. But I would say where we're at and our club members, I would say maybe 1 a day is kind of the average I will see in our Discord channel. Which means we have the extreme side, these are people that enjoy cigars very, very much, and will probably smoke 6 cigars a day, some of them, and just just the camaraderie. And the winter in the East Coast cuts on smoking time for sure. Same as summer here in Arizona, and probably Bakersfield as well, a little bit at least. So if you can't go to a lounge, Jeremy, yes, you can buy a subscription as a gift for
Oh, that's a
Christmas
great idea.
or
Jeremy, you don't have to give me anything, man. It's okay.
for any other occasion. It's also allowed, and a lot of people do it, and it's a great gift. And I would love getting it. And part of the reason that we started, and the concept that we had for building the club was we wanted a club that we would want to get. So Chris and I, we're the second and third members that signed up to the club. It's a funny story, but actually the first member, when we started building everything and before we launched, and we were just building the website and the this and the that, and nothing was ready. And then all of a somehow, we don't even know how, this guy signed up for a membership. And we're like, what do we do? I guess it's go time. There's no way out. And then so we launched a little bit earlier than we wanted, just because of Mr. Martin, which he's still a member, which is cool.
That's awesome.
But we wanted something that we will be excited to open. We'll get a gift, cigars that we like to smoke, or when I go to cigar lounges and I go to different humidors, I'm looking for those things. What is this? This looks cool. This looks nice. This smells great. I want to try it. Oh, this one looks really good, but it's expensive, so forget about it. But once you get it in the box, now it's yours. You bought this more expensive cigar. Maybe you hate it, maybe you love it, but now you had a chance to try it.
Exactly. Yes.
That's one of my favorite things about cigar smoking too. Like, maybe I'm not gonna like or love every cigar I smoked out there. Plenty of them are amazing. Some of them are just like, one and done for that one time. but that experience to try something new every time, because there's just so many out there. Wonderful. I love that.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you another thing. It's been our job, testing all these cigars. It's become so much easier because I'll tell you, out of those 30 cigars, 28 of them are great. It's not like back when we started, out of those 35 would be great. And now just so many great manufacturers, so many amazing blends out there, great tobacco that's been aging for so long, and just so many good ones. It's rare for me to smoke a cigar and say like, this is really bad. So the things we look at besides how it tastes is of course the construction, which is extremely important, but how the band looks, how it makes me feel when I look at it, when I hold it, when it could smell great, but smoke not so great, and vice versa. So you want to make sure that you find all the hidden gems that usually you'll pass on by.
Truly,
Oh yeah,
makes sense.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So we've got about 4 minutes left, you guys, before we're going to cut it. So I've got two more questions for you before we let you go. One is
Sure.
I want to know more about that. Mike, will you show everybody that first one?
First one. There we go. So this is, I'm gonna leave it in the cellar. This is the Chushi. The Chushi right here. Awesome cigar. I just smoked it, I think yesterday or the day before. Wonderful flavors on this guy. Did not even know it was coming in the shop. You didn't give me a fair warning.
It was a surprise.
It was a wonderful surprise. Yeah, I would love
Yep.
to hear more about this guy.
Okay, so Chushi, it's a Japanese word that means firstborn. So when we were working on this, was a long time ago. It was over a year ago. We talked to Billy and Gus from Artisanal Adult Tobacco about a follow-up project to the Viva La Vida, and they said that they'll help us make our cigar. And what we had, the concept that we had was combining my palate and Chris's palate into one cigar. So a lot of back and forth, this and there. The cigar starts as a powerful cigar with very pronounced flavors, a little more earthy, peppery, a very AJ Fernandez, which actually rolls the cigar. Then transitions into a smoother, sweeter, more savory, a right like an inch in or so, and then at the last third, both of these flavor profiles basically combine into the perfect mixture of flavors, in our opinion, and that was our goal. So Choshi means firstborn. It's also my daughter's name is Sophie, and my son used to call her Choshi because he couldn't pronounce it properly. So we figured it fits perfectly. That's why it has the crane or the stork bringing the baby on the box. And I think it's phenomenal. It's all I've been smoking lately. I'm embarrassed to smoke it. That's why I didn't smoke it because everybody just sees me smoking it. I don't want them to think I'm smoking it because it's mine. It's just really so good. And the feedback we got was amazing as well. And also going back to the ugly baby thing, I'm always like, is everybody telling me that it's a really cute baby even though it's ugly? Hopefully not. But I think people are not honest, and this is really a very, very good stick.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I very much enjoyed it. I got to get myself some more of them.
Yep.
That's an awesome story behind that, though. I love that. And that's another thing. I think that the detail that went into the banding to all the and I think you nailed the flavor profile too. I could not have explained it better myself. That's exactly what I got basically throughout the entire thing, and it really hits the mark.
We wanted a cigar that you smoke one, and then the last one we smoked was probably 9 months or more than that even ago. That's when it went into production and COVID and all this, all the delays and blah blah blah. And when we got them, I was really nervous. Is it gonna smoke the same way? And I'm very happy that it did. I wanted a cigar that now that you smoked one, if I give you it without a band, you're gonna recognize, you're gonna know that this is it. And I think the Artisanal the Tobacco guys, AJ, everybody involved in the project did such an amazing job. I couldn't be prouder of this baby. It ended up
Oh,
not being our firstborn because we had some cigars along the way because it took so long to produce, but it'll always be our baby boy.
nice, nice.
Fantastic. Fantastic. So before we let you go, And real quick, if you can for us, if you can give some people maybe 3 to 5 suggestions of stuff that's smoking for you really well right now, what would you put out there?
Stuff that I'm enjoying right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just go. I mean, I'm gonna make it a shameless plug because I'm being honest. So first thing, what I'm smoking right now, it's a Byron. You guys all know Byron. If not, you go run and get some. A Byron, Atabay, a Bandolero, all from Selected Tobaccos. All there's never a bad one. So enjoy that. I would suggest people to try, of course, the Chushi. We don't have many left. I think we have very, very few boxes left. But we're hoping production will be quicker, say around 2. Viva, if you haven't tried them, the entire line's phenomenal. If you have to choose one, you know what I'm gonna say. Absolutely. Uh, what else do I enjoy lately? I've been smoking a lot of Padrones lately. Uh, you can't go wrong with them. And I know I'm just being real highbrow, right? So it's it's not my intention. Also, what else? And I can't go without plugging in Dapper, their entire
Oh,
line, not just the Desvalido, but anything you can pick up for me and is gonna be really great. J London, uh, you guys do sell it, don't you?
oh yeah,
Or,
yeah.
yeah, okay. So I don't know. I think some new sizes came out, which are phenomenal. Jonathan does a great job
Mm-hmm.
with the, and just keep an eye on us because there are a few releases that are coming out that you will probably want to try. Hopefully, from Room 101. Oh, what else? La Polina. I've been smoking a lot of. Really good.
Very nice. Yeah.
So no big shockers there, I guess.
Well, that's fantastic. I appreciate you taking the time to be honest or on with us today,
Yeah.
and going over some
Absolutely.
great things that you guys are providing to your PRP stores and stuff that you guys have on the website. Of course, your subscription boxes are phenomenal, as most people know. And if you guys are in the market to start one, check out Luxury Cigar Club. That might be a good place to start with your
Absolutely.
subscription boxes.
Absolutely. Is there a code down here? If not, there should be.
Oh, let me get that
Uh,
running for you real quick.
what else? Oh, another last thing that's coming out before the holiday. We're gonna come with our third iteration of Cigar University, which will be wrappers this time. So I don't know if you experienced. If people know what it is, it's basically our little practical course on cigars and the different components and how they affect. So it's usually 5 cigars, all of them same blends with one difference. So it'll be the same wrapper, binder, and different filler, wrapper, filler, and different binder. And this one's going to be the same binder, filler, and different wrappers, just to see exactly how the wrapper affects the experience. So that's exciting. It's something that we're very happy, and we have great big plans for in the future.
Nice.
Fantastic, fantastic. All right, guys, that is going to do it for us. Again, thanks to Ben and Luxury Cigar Club for
Thank
being
you
on with us
guys.
today. And thank you guys for
Thanks for
tuning in.
having me.
Always, man. Anytime,
Yeah,
anytime you guys want to
absolutely.
be on, we'll have you on. And we will be back Friday with the final third of the week.
Yep.
And other than that, Mike, anything?
No, that's gonna wrap it over here. Don't forget, guys. Next week is Stogie Fest on the 12th. Check it out. But yeah, we gotta go out to see you guys soon. I
Yeah.
miss you.
Come on out. All right. See you
All right,
later.
guys. See you guys next time. Have a good one, guys.
Bye.